Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. We are doing not this. We're doing this one. I don't. Okay.
We're gonna skip the bullshit ones that came out later.
We're doing Gen 1 Pokemon
Just your classics.
classic tier list here.
There's no immediate S to me. Everyone is someone's favorite.
Let me just throw this out at you. I'm gonna go with Bam, 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 Bam. That is my opinion of the starters.
Can I do mine?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I think that's mine. I really don't like Charizard. It's always been the fan favorite, and that has become it's sort of a obviously fan opinion. Is something that affects me more so than I'd like. It obviously doesn't have to stay like this, but because the fans liked Charizard so much, he started getting featured in a lot of shit.
Yeah, okay.
Because of that, now fans are kicking back on that.
Interesting.
I think it's a classic design, but I just think that the other two are a lot cooler. I could do this. For some reason, this guy, someone had a card of him when we were little, and I just thought it was so cool, and I wanted to get my hands on it.
I love Charmeleon.
I never did.
I love Charmeleon. Especially because I have a brother named Charles.
And we
would
call him
nickname
Charmeleon?
Charmeleon.
That's awesome. Not Charizard.
Which
is closer in the name.
Yeah. It would switch around. But
I will say that I liked
perfect.
this guy better than this guy. I think it's because of the red, honestly.
Yeah. It's a nice red. You would think Charizard would be the deepest red. Mm-hmm. How about this? This look good?
I'm okay with this. I think I really like Ivysaur. I think he's a great middle. The guy who invented Pokemon, Johnny Pokemon, whatever, always says that these he came up with these three first, and then he reverse engineered them, and he says that this is his fate.
Yeah.
He nailed it on the first try, and he's never been able to do it since.
That's pretty good.
Not his words.
No, now I'm rethinking of. I really like his design in Smash, so
Yeah.
I love Wartortle. My number is
really.
I love Wartortle.
I think
number one, his name is Wartortle. Number two, he has wings on his head.
Mine is Blastoise. I think Blastoise is so cool. He's a turtle with fucking guns coming out.
Yeah.
I like Venusaur because he's such a beast.
Yeah.
And I really like Ivysaur too. Those are my top three.
That's really hard. I just feel it feels.
This
mean.
is the age-old debate.
It feels very mean to put the first and Bulbasaur's so cute. I don't want to put him in.
He'll live.
Why look at him? It's so cute.
Okay, so you gotta design Pokemon trainer for Smash, right?
Yeah.
What do you pick one of each line? What do you do?
I would go.
Who's your starter? And then once you pick, who's your base one? And then once you pick that, it's out. You can't use that line anymore.
See, that's the thing. I would reverse engineer it of which of the three biggest I would go with next.
Yeah, that's
Blastoise, and then I would go with.
You're not putting it in D.
No.
Okay.
I'm taking them out to show.
Just to show. Okay.
I think it would end up being this.
I think I agree. Because
the other two,
Bulbasaur and Ivysaur are functionally the same. Now we're talking Smash, and we're getting into Blastoise. You have him move like Bowser, but have the Squirtle moveset, which I think
awesome.
is,
Yeah.
Charmeleon you'd have to design pretty different from Charizard, but Bulbasaur would be the same as Ivysaur functionally.
Yeah.
I strongly agree with this. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's the starters.
Awesome. Toughest part.
And I mean, you agree with all this?
Yeah.
I almost want to go by evolution line because I think that plays a big factor in.
What do you mean by that?
The Charizard line, the the Beedrill line, but I don't think we can do that.
No. Because there's definitely low tier designs that turn into high tier designs.
Yeah, and part of it though is the evolution of the evolution, for lack of a better word, lack of a better bird, I should say.
Caterpie.
Caterpie. He's just a worm.
He's just a fucking worm.
Yeah, he's a good C.
Good solid C. I like that he's bright and colorful. You know, if he didn't have this red on him, I would put him lower.
Definitely.
Case in point.
I disagree. I think Metapod
Really?
is so iconic.
Really?
The episode where they're both using Harden against each other, and it goes like it seemingly like the sun, comes and goes. And I mean, I didn't really. I definitely watched the anime, which I think was really just a TV show.
Yeah, I guess this is our classic tier list of like what's the criteria.
Yeah. I think Metapod's funny because he doesn't do anything. He hardens. I don't know. I want to put him in A.
Really?
Yeah.
His
design isn't that. You're right. His design.
I don't
isn't
like
that
his design,
good.
and that's why I think he should be in B.
B.
Just because, like, you would be in A. It's funny. It's very funny, but like, where'd you put Butterfree?
Butterfree does nothing for me. I
mean, everybody cried.
Yeah, who gives a fuck? There's the age-old.
You just talked about how.
No, I know. But, I mean that. I don't mean like for referencing the TV. I just mean for everybody else. Yeah, there's the age-old theory that these two should have been, but I don't know how much weight that holds. Butterfree's not interesting to me, really.
I like her design. I think she's a solid B.
It's one of those early guys you get that like, you keep on your team, and for that, I like that.
I don't really like this guy as much.
I like Weedle.
I don't like Weedle as much as Caterpie personally, but I like Kakuna and Beedrill.
I think Beedrill's
a lot.
Awesome.
Beedrill's like, well, okay, where would you put Weedle?
I'm kind of fine with Weedle and B.
Okay.
I don't know if that's where you put it or you just wanted to get him out there, but
I think that's fair. I'll put it right next. Kakuna is what is I prefer to
agree. I like that he's wearing a tie.
I like to think of him as doing this. He's just doing this.
Yeah, I like Kakuna.
So I would even put him in A. But that's me.
I could see him.
And then Beedrill goes in S.
Easy.
So fucking sick, dude. Love it. A great evolution, great Pokemon, very scary.
Yeah.
Great like design of an animal.
Great, and like would be at home in like a lot of fantasy games. You could fight a Beedrill in so many games.
Dude, scared the heck out of me, yeah.
Okay, these three. I really want to put them in S.
Oh, really?
I love these guys. They're just certainly Pidgeotto is like just so iconic.
I love Pidgeotto.
Pidgeot is.
I would go with Pidgeot. I would say Pidgey falls into A or B.
Okay, yeah, I would agree. I want him in A. I think he's just your classic Pokemon bird.
Yeah.
He's a bird flavored bird.
It's a good solid bird flavored bird, absolutely.
Yeah. These guys do nothing for me.
Rattata and Raticate.
I'd put Rattata in C, I think.
Yeah, I think I would put Raticate in D.
I agree.
I don't like him.
I agree.
He stinks and I don't like him.
I agree.
Just nasty. I like rats. I think rats can be very cute. Raticate is not. And it pisses me off. But Rattata is cute. But not that cute.
Yeah, I'm with you.
These two feel like the bullies of Pidgeys.
Definitely. And that's what I kind of like about them. this is not the case in the games, but if you pick Pidgey, like, this is what your rival would do.
Yeah.
That's not the case. Your rival does go with the Pidgey line.
So, I don't know. I would go with, like, when I see this, like, when I see Pidgey and the Pidgey line, I'm like, oh, that rules. And then I see this, I'm like, oh, this is this again.
I do like Fearow, though.
So
Fearow to me is just a bird.
I would go with Sparrow in C and Fearow in, like, A.
I probably would move Fearow down to B.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Cool. Ekans and Arbok. I really like Arbok. I'm not big on Ekans. I'm not necessarily married to Ekans.
I love them both. I love Arbok. Arbok is one of my favorites. I think Arbok is
cool.
An S for me.
I do love Arbok.
I think that like fucking like Cobra thing is so intimidating. Ekans I could see an A. I would put, if it was a Colin only list, it would go in A in S. Mm-hmm. But I think, let's be realistic, it really is.
Yeah, and like there is, it's interesting, like right now, a lot of like third evolutions end up in S, because I think, like you said, a lot of them were designed first. Sometimes it's like clear that they were designed first and then retroactive. But that's not necessarily the case. Squirtle, Charmeleon, Wartortle are up there. Ivysaur. Cool. So Pikachu. I mean, that's funny. It's a girl Pikachu.
That is funny. Which means it's Gen 4.
Yeah.
Or post. I think it's Gen 4.
Here, I'm going to say this before we decide Pikachu. I want to say that Raichu is an S for me. I really like Raichu. I distinctly remember discovering Raichu, I think through like a plushie or something, and being like, holy shit, they made Pikachu like cool. And that's what I've always felt about Raichu.
Pikachu's so iconic.
Yeah.
I don't like him.
Mm-hmm.
I never have. It's like Mickey Mouse, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like Pikachu. You can't say he's F. That's the one thing. It's like the one thing that you cannot say, because obviously it's not an F. It's a smashing success.
Let's go with B.
Okay.
Let's go with B. Because like he's not a bad design.
No.
You know, like Detective Pikachu is a fun movie, and he's the lead of that.
Definitely.
Like, you should totally watch Pokemon Concierge. It's so fucking cute.
Really?
It's so fucking cute. And it's like, they do...
It's one of those things where I like need to like make a burner account.
You and Jack watching it, I would like to sit and watch you and Jack watching it.
We should do like a live react.
That would be very fun. Because y'all would love it. Because especially just the first episode, it'd be a lot of, oh my god, holy shit, it's Metacross.
Yeah, we watched a little bit of the OG anime, and it's like it first of all, it sucks. It sucks so much, and we like we're watching it, and it's like sometimes like it clicks like what we're doing, and, like we're like confronted with, oh my god, we're watching a baby show for like nerds, and then we have to like I don't know. Anyway,
okay, I liked what Jester Sebs here said. Sandrew is okay, but Sand/ is him. I pretty much agree. I do really like Sandrew.
Sandrew's very cute.
I would put Sandrew in A, and I would put Sand/ in S for me.
I think I would drop them both down 1.
Okay, I'll take it.
It's clearly reverse engineered.
So fucking cute. I don't know. Because Sandrew's very clearly an armadillo, and Sand/ is like hedgehog armadillo sort of thing.
Yeah, porcupine.
Yeah, porcupine thing. Yeah, Sandrew's so fucking cute. This always pissed me off. Honestly, I'm gonna come out clean here. The Nidorino bullshit.
Okay.
The gender of these things pissed me off as a child because I didn't understand these fucking gender symbols, and to this day I don't. And so it just fucking pissed me off. Because I like the sprites, especially on like a low light Game Boy Color. Or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, oh yeah.
Like I couldn't fucking tell the difference between them, and like the difference between this guy and this guy is that they're like a little more down, and they don't have the spike on the head. Which on a low light Game Boy Color, you can't fucking tell what they are.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, I don't know what there's 6 of these guys, and they all just are like normal, and that's it.
not to get into like the lore and the backstory.
Yeah.
This guy is like one of the super earliest designed Pokemon ever. The first one ever designed is, and longtime fans of the show will know this, is this guy.
Oh yeah.
And it was a I'm gonna get Japanese on you. Kaiju game where you picked big monsters. I think to me this is one of the most S tier guys that ever did walk this earth. So sick looking, except for how big do you think this guy is?
Oh god, don't tell me he's 3'5".
I think he's like up to here, and like Pokemon Stadium is the I would say the authority on that, and I don't have all these guys' sizes memorized, so that bothers me a lot. I think this guy's really cool. I think everything else is a footnote. I didn't mean to put you in there.
Yeah, no, I'll fully agree. This guy, I'll put him in S. That's chill. I like looking at him isolated is great. Is
so
great.
cool. He's poison and ground. Like that's a great type combination. We haven't even talked about that yet.
And then I'm gonna put these guys.
I really don't like Nidoran. I really don't like that she has boobs. Nidoqueen, I mean. Yeah, I'm for that. I'm definitely for that. If these were one species and they just had male and female differences, which obviously wouldn't be invented until a lot later, and I think that was, you could almost give them credit as being like, progenitors of that. They would have a lot more goodwill, but that being said, they're not.
Okay, I think this is a reverse case of Clefairy.
Clefairy came first, and Clefable.
Clefairy is great, and Clefable sucks.
Yeah, it's Clefairy, Clefable, and there was another one they didn't invent.
Yeah, Clefairy, love Clefairy. Clefable fucking sucks. I would beat to death with a hammer.
Yeah, I want to put a tier between S and A. Or maybe I'm better off putting a tier above S. And we'll call that SSS. Let's put... Alright, I'm just gonna say some names. Blastoise, Ivysaur, well, that's Venusaur. Beedrill, Arbok, Pidgeotto, that's Pidgeot, and Nidoking. Now,
I'm
this
going
is
to
all up for debate.
I'm gonna bring him back. I'm gonna bring Wartortle up,
Okay.
and that I'm happy with.
So would you switch these two?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Although I could also see them both up there.
I always
Venusaur is such a like a beast. He looks like an animal.
I'll never get Venusaur and Ivysaur correct. It's all.
And you've had sex so many more times because of that.
I still remember, as a kid, I was in like this theater, this like community theater thing, and I was like an extra in the background, and so we had so much time behind the scenes, and there was another kid that was also like super into Pokemon Crystal, and.
Yeah, I skipped
had the
Crystal.
cord.
Oh, that's.
It was the only time I think I've ever been able to use the cord, and we were like.
No, I had the cord, and I had younger siblings.
And he fucking kicked my ass.
I had the cord. I had younger siblings, and they didn't play. So I would go on their things and get the guys I wanted.
That's incredible. Vulpix and Ninetales. Vulpix and. Vulpix, I think, would be better if Eevee didn't exist.
Yeah, definitely is not beating the Eevee allegations.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like these guys because I do. They look great. Ninetales is so iconic. Somebody told me that when you're a kid, you believe everything. That there's an evolution called Six Tails, and that drove me nuts. Yeah, Ninetales in S, Vulpix in B or C.
Interesting. Yeah, okay. I wouldn't have put Ninetales in our previous S, but I would put it in this one.
Agree. Yeah.
I mean, how do you... Again, the same... I would put Jigglypuff in S.
I think I would just put it in regular S. So iconic, especially because it's Smash. Okay. I'm with you.
The same exact situation, but Jigglypuff a little better than Clefairy.
Yeah.
And Wigglytuff a little worse than Clefable.
Yeah.
Is that a Wigglytuff?
It's Wigglytuff. Yeah. I mean, don't make me like give the actual.
I'm sorry,
answer
I don't know
for too many Pokemon because I don't want that on on the internet. I might not ever let you post this, but this is a stream exclusive.
Zubat and Zugong.
And Zugong, yeah.
Dugong.
It's Golbat.
Dugong
is a different Pokemon that we'll see later. Zubat's so iconic.
Yeah.
Everyone hates it, and I like that's a great, yeah, I think A. Golbat sucks. Golbat's
really. I like
DRF.
Golbat. I like Golbat more, so I'll
I love Crobat. I don't think Golbat has a good design. It never has its mouth closed.
I knew it was Zubat.
But you can picture Zubat with his mouth closed. Picture Golbat with his mouth closed.
You know what? You know what would make it better is if it didn't have eyes. Picture it without eyes right now.
Yes, I agree.
Alright. Oddish.
I love Oddish. I think Oddish is great.
Gloom and Bloom.
Vileplume.
Gloom and Vileplume?
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. Oddish is great.
Just picturing like one of those walking around, like you can, yeah. S, yeah. I hate that it has cum in its mouth. I think this could be an F.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. But then you go back up to, I want to say A or S.
Yeah, A.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Crabgore and Parasect.
Okay, you got Parasect. You hit the nail on the head. I hate to drop lore. There was one of the few Reddit accounts I blocked would post. This is so weird on the Pokemon subreddit, which I shouldn't have been on in the first place. Would post fan art of Paris becoming friends with a grass starter, and it would like the art would like gradually like change until I think it was a fetish thing. It would show over time the starter would like have like mushrooms coming out of its eyes and like just be so like fucked up, like it was being eaten by parasites, and like we weren't sexual in nature, but they were so fucking disturbing to look at.
Jesus Christ.
And then when it would show that starter, it would show like it would show them all like fucked up, and then it would say like, friendship ended with Bulbasaur. Now the next starter, Chikorita, is my best friend. You know that meme?
Mm-hmm.
And then the cycle would continue. And it was obviously, I think it was like half fetish, half like doing like some like alternative storytelling. If no one is gonna know what I'm talking about except for like a few people that do, and it just was so weird that I cannot look at this fucking dude anymore.
He's just standing there, menacingly.
That's crazy. I mean, I don't like them very much. I would put them both in D, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, obviously art is meant to, make you have a reaction like that, but just, it was so weird.
I mean, Parasect I would put, like, above.
So, Parasect has, like, cool lore where, Obviously, he has little mushrooms, and he's
Yeah.
like sentient. The mushroom is taken over, and that's why he has dead eyes.
That's crazy.
He's like but that's too scary and fucked up for me.
All right, well, let's move on
Yes, let's
to
move on.
Venonat and Venomoth.
It's super boring.
Was that right?
Yeah, you're exactly right. Paris and Parasect, by the way. You said Crab Glore and Parasect.
Crabgore and Parasect. Let's see. I like Venonat a lot. I would probably put them in like A.
Really?
And I'll put Venomoth in like C. That's me.
I would drop them both down.
That's fair. Yeah.
Might even drop them both down again, but I'll.
I'll bring them down to F.
You drop Paris down too.
Yeah. I'll put them down there for you.
And they're not like, it's just, this is me thinking with my, like, I just get, I get the
We're not there.
heebie-jeebies.
We're not there.
Yeah.
We're here. The Crabgore and Doug trio.
You don't know Diglett? I think
I
that's
know
pretty
Diglett,
iconic.
Diglett.
Yeah.
Diglett, I like a lot. Doug trio, I think is fine.
Yeah,
put-
I'm not mad because of the evolution method. I think that going from 1 to 3 of them is funny. Mm-hmm. And not in like a troll ironic way. I just, I agree with that.
Yeah, in the case of it being the first design is better in this case. Meowth and Persia. It's really hard to separate Meowth from the anime.
Totally. I don't like Meowth.
I like Meowth in the anime, and then I was disappointed that he's not like that in the Pokemon.